Hello guys and welcome back to Repair and Resell. In today's video we're gonna take a look at controller number 1 of Joblot number 3. Basically this controller has a very specific problem. When you press on the L2 trigger it will move the left analog stick forward, and there is also a joystick drift on the left analog stick. There is not a lot of video on the subject on YouTube, so if you're here because it's doing the same thing with your R2 trigger, this fix can be there for you also. Basically the problem is that the joystick drift on one of your joystick is interfering with the analog function of your trigger. This can happen when the drift is really bad, and this video will basically show you how to solve it without changing part or with a really low cost in part. So we will take this controller apart. If you want to know how to do it, I will leave a link in the description below. And if you want to know how to test your controller to spot which joystick, which specific axis on the joystick you will need to fix, I will also leave a link to one of my previous video on the subject. But for the moment, we will just take this one apart. Now that the controller is open, we can take a look at what is inside. We will first remove the battery as usual. I don't have my pair of pliers, but we will be able to do that without it. It's just gonna take me a bit longer. Here we go. Now, oh my god, I'm gonna keep those pair of tweezers. Now we're gonna remove the battery holder. Where are those clips? Oh, I see them. There is one right here. Oh, here we go. And the other one is right there. So now we're gonna remove the screws. I just saw that this is a GDM 040 for those of you who are wondering. Gonna remove the screw in the middle right here. Just like that. And now what was the fault? It was on the left joysticks, and it was also affecting the left trigger. So let's see if we can fix this. At first sign I can see nothing wrong here on this side of the controller with the solder joint. They all look perfect. And we're gonna flip this over. First we're gonna take it out as usual, grabbing them by the rumble motor. Now we only have this part left. Here we go. We're gonna remove the thumbsticks, and I think we're gonna go ahead and try the cleaning trick right now. For the moment we won't even touch the L2 trigger. I think that by fixing the problem here, it will also fix the problem with the left trigger. And let's see if I'm right. So wait a minute, we're gonna unclip it here on the motherboard, and we can flip it over just right here. As usual, we're using the same technique. If you want to know more about it, I will leave a link in the description below on one of them where I solved a similar problem. Just like that, we succeed to do it without breaking anything because we alter between the 3 pin that keep it in place. We're gonna take the white piece out of it and take a look at the inside, and we're gonna try our usual cleaning trick to see if we can solve this problem right there. So here is the part. It's actually really dirty. It's sure that it's causing a fault. I don't know if you can see the black. Yeah, you can see the black. The black ring that you actually see is all the dirt that is gummed up there. It's not the component. I will try this like this. Yeah, all the black you see need to be removed, and this is what is causing the fault. We're gonna clean this right now, and we're gonna see if this is gonna be enough to fix the controller. As usual, I'm gonna be using isopropyl alcohol 99% and some Q-tips, and we're gonna be able to fix that. So here we go. Let's see how dirty it is in there. Oh, and yeah, this is dirty. This is all the problem come from. And I don't know why, but I was not really surprised that this controller will be so dirty inside, because I already saw it when I take it apart. I even take time to clean it off camera because it was really full of dirt. It was just you know, if you have a black controller, you don't really see the dirt from outside, but when you open it and you see everything that is gunk up everywhere, well, it's not really fun to see that. But it make us some really easy fix, and maybe if you're here because you have this problem, you know that you need to be a bit more cautious. Maybe wash your hand before playing, because you will end up with problem like this one. So this one look clean. Now we will need to clean the other part really carefully. What I'm doing is that I'm using the pair of tweezers to maintain it in place, and we're gonna wash it the best we can. I think I'm gonna take even another Q-tips, just making sure. I think we will even need to take the tweezer on this one to remove everything, because it's really gunked up. Yeah, we're gonna go with the tweezer to remove this ring of black that I showed you before. We're gonna do it two pair of tweezer style, and we're gonna be really perfect. So here we go. I'm just gonna gently scratch it. So just trying to remove all the black. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do it. There's really a lot of this. Also, what we could do is that we could just change the part and put a new one. I think this is what I will do. Well, actually, it's not that bad. Actually, I'm just curious to see if this is gonna work like we did, or if this is unfixable and we will need to change it. This is just because I'm curious, so we're gonna try it to see if this worked, but this one was really dirty. I don't know if it can be saved. If not, I will just take another one and I will put it in there at the place of the white connector. Sorry. I will have to take it out and restart. When you put it in, always put the bigger side on the top and the smallest on the bottom, just like this. Otherwise your controller will go crazy. So here we go, we're gonna try this method. Just if we can clip this in, just like that. Here we go, it clips back in. Now we will put this on, just like that. Yeah, this will do it. Now we're gonna take this and we're gonna see if we can test it just like this to see if this fixes our problem. This is not gonna be long, it's gonna be a bit tricky. They're doing those ribbon cable a bit small for now, so it can be tricky to reinsert them. Here we go, now it's reinsert. Gonna put this like that. So here's what the inside of a controller look like when there is no front plate on it, if you were wondering. Now I can test it like this. Let's plug it in. I'm gonna reopen the testing device. It's already lights up yellow. And yeah, this one. Oh, this is strange. Ah, wait a minute, I know what's happening. Oops, sorry. Yeah, this is what I was thinking. Now, you see triggers are working properly, but the left stick is really bad. So we're gonna change the piece and we're gonna see if this is working now. This one was too dirty to save. I'm gonna get, oops, just like this. I'm gonna get a working one and we're gonna try it. So, oops, I already dropped that one. So I've got a black one right here. It's gonna do the same thing as the white one. So we're gonna try to put this in and we're gonna see if it's working. I'm gonna remove again the same thing we do last time. Just like that. Where is my small flathead screwdriver? Like that. We're gonna take the white one out. We're gonna put the black in. Sorry, this is always a bit tricky to put it in. And now this should be working well. That's gonna clip it all. We're gonna try it again. Let's see if this is working. Everything is in place. Just like this. We're gonna plug this in. Like that, everything seems perfect. We're gonna plug it in. Lights yellow. We're gonna open the testing device. Okay. Okay, now we can test it. This, you see this thing here, it's because there is not enough pressure on the controller. This is why the button lights up, but we can test the trigger and we can see that it's working well. Now we're gonna this is actually funny. Now the R2 button is doing some tricks. I think we're gonna reassemble it fully just to test it correctly. The controller is now fully reassembled and we will be able to test it. What you saw lately was just because the trigger and the two triggers and all the buttons are working because of under pressure, and the way I reassembled the controller, there was not enough pressure for them to be registered properly, so it caused the fault that you saw. So we're gonna test the controller and we're gonna see if everything is going nice. As you see now, the trigger are working perfectly. This is really nice to see. Yeah, this is actually really nice to see. No more fault anywhere. And we're gonna take a look at the left trigger. It's working nice. I don't see anything wrong. Yeah, this one is definitely a fix. Pretty happy about it. And this is basically how you fix the issue when you press L2, your controller is going up. It also fixing the joystick drift. So I hope that you enjoyed this video and have a nice day.